Hello there, Globetrotters. I'd like to take a minute of your time to explain to you what you're going to be learning about in class today. We are in our final unit of political science, studying genocide. Yesterday, we took a look at one of the 20th century's most infamous genocides, the Holocaust, taking place here in Germany during World War II. We looked at the different ways in which evidence from the Holocaust helped encourage the United Nations to develop a definition for what genocide actually means. It should be clear to you from yesterday's exercise and last night's homework that the evidence collected from different Holocaust sites gave the United Nations evidence that they needed to create a genocide definition with the following criteria. What we're going to be doing both today and tomorrow is studying a different genocide from the 20th century. We're going to be focusing in on this country right here, number 12, Cambodia. A genocide took place here in the 1970s. We're going to be thinking about today in particular what conditions made it so that a group was able to carry out a genocide, killing mass numbers of Cambodians. We see evidence of the dead bodies here in this picture. What created this? What brought about the ability of a group to be able to kill in this way for a very short period of time in the 1970s? So to start, we're going to learn a little bit about what the Cambodian genocide was all about. To do that, you are going to be working with this exercise. The essential question, as you see here, is what conditions existed in Cambodia which created the potential for a genocide to occur. Your task is to take a look at this excerpt from a textbook that we use here at Leiden. I looked through the textbook, and the only two paragraphs that concern itself with the genocide in Cambodia are these two. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to enrich the information that you found here in these two paragraphs to make, and as you see what I've highlighted here, you want to make the textbook excerpt more complete. Now, I'm going to throw you a little curveball. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use these words that aren't necessarily present in these two paragraphs to make the textbook page a little bit more complete. Now, to help you get started, I think there are two ways that you want to help yourselves and your group begin the research project. First, what I think you want to do is you want to include information about Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge. You're going to want to answer questions that relate to things such as, who is Pol Pot? What is the Khmer Rouge? What kind of power did they use to get the people to follow them? Once your content is complete, you're going to want to think about interactives that you think might make the textbook a little bit more interactive. All the instructions are on the paper that you had distributed to you. Your textbook page should be completed in a Google document. One person in your group should be responsible for sharing out the Google document to everybody in the group. Here is an example of what a finished textbook page has in it. You'll notice that the group worked to include pictures. They even included different types of interactives, things that we can click on to learn more about the actual the genocide itself. Okay? This particular group chose to keep their information very short, but also they were intentional about the different links that they brought in to help us learn a little bit more about the background to the Cambodian genocide. Remember, the goal of your task here today is to enrich the textbook excerpt. You want to take these two paragraphs and you want to make them a little bit more detailed so that the reader walks away with a better understanding of an answer to this question. What conditions existed in Cambodia which created the potential for a genocide to occur? Best of luck, and I look forward to looking at your textbook pages.